Hi guys, I'm Mike Goldstein of Easy Dating Coach. In today's video, I am going to tell you the story of how I decided to break up with my fiance. Now, for all of you that are debating whether to break up, it can be so tough. If you've spent years with someone and you love them and you deeply care about them and maybe you've built them into your best friend, the idea of separating from them is almost like unimaginable. And it's like your world is splitting in two. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really hard. What I did, and I got very lucky. My friends were going to San Francisco and I wasn't going to go because I wasn't going to go. Anyway, last minute, I'm like, I need to go. But then the ticket doubled in price. I was like, oh, my mathematical side of me can't justify spending double when I knew it was half. And I was like, I'm not going. But I guess my friend must have seen that I needed this trip. He's like, Mike, I'm buying the ticket for you. You're coming. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. He's like, I'm doing it. You need it. I'm like, okay, fine. So, great friend. I come to San Francisco. And this was my coming to Jesus trip. I didn't realize it, maybe at the time. But I knew something was wrong in the relationship. I knew I wasn't happy. And on this trip, all of a sudden, I was like an epiphany. And I didn't quite realize it in the moment because I still really had a world with my fiance. But I was like, something about being with my friends and not having her communicate with me, I feel free. And it just felt different and it felt freeing, and it felt like the chain was off. And a man or a woman, you should never feel like that in your relationship. It should be an expansive relationship. It shouldn't be like things are taken away. The ideal relationship, a healthy relationship, is just everything gets heightened and your partner brings everything up. More support, more fun, more freedom to do things. Not restrictive. And so I may not have realized it at the time, but I realized something was better without this person. So then when I got home, and now we're going to get into the how to break up with someone nicely. Once I let it marinate and I knew, shit, this has to come to an end. The key here is if you take your little pistol out, you don't shoot the person, 3 flesh wounds, 3 to the arm, 2 to the leg, and then finally 1 to the head. No, you take one thing and you pop it right in the head or right in the heart in this case. I think sometimes we mess it up with too many words. I think I don't remember precisely what I said because I probably blacked out during this thing, just like I kind of blacked out when I proposed. It's just one of those moments where you're not really in your body. You're just, this sucks or this is amazing. I'm doing it. Yeah, those are the two polar opposites of experience. Anyway, and you just say, I'm really sorry. This relationship doesn't work. We need to break up. And that's it. I'm sure she'll have questions. You don't need to rip her heart out. You don't need to go into details. If you've really tried to make this relationship work, you've probably had these conversations 10, 20, 30 times. So there's no reason to have them again. There's no reason to cause her any more pain. There's no reason to tell her what she did wrong, what you did wrong, to work on any of it. It's over. You say, I appreciate the time we had together. I wish you well. And that's it. Now, if she really or he really needs closure down the road and they want to have a conversation in 3-6 months and you want to, by all means have it. But have boundaries, have a strict plan. Don't do it with some hidden agenda of getting back together or some other hidden agenda. If you're doing it for the right reasons, where they're legitimately asking why this went south, and you're just going to tell them and then get off the phone, cool. No hidden agendas. Just be a person of integrity. And that's how we can live our lives, and we can do the right thing by people. Now, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, because this person, we were supposed to spend our lives together, right? So just one shot to the heart. That's what we got to do. All right, team. I hope that was helpful on how to break up. What we'll do is I want to give you some hope. If you're breaking up with someone, some of you are probably thinking like, am I ever going to have someone that works? And the answer is yes. You need to do some healing. You need to get yourself back to 100%. But I want to give you some hope. I'm going to give you a webinar that has the formula on how to get a great guy. So Sam will plop that down in the description, and we'll link it up here, and we'll put it in the comments. But when you are ready, so take your time, go watch this webinar. I don't care if it's in 6 months, it's in 2 years. I want you to save this thing and like bookmark it, and it should be available for you. And just get excited that you are going to watch this when you're ready, and take your time. And then together, through this webinar, we're going to help you. Does that sound like a deal, my friends? I hope so. I think you need something to be excited about. And this thing is amazing. 83% of folks get in a relationship with it. So go get it. If this was helpful, go hit like, share it, please, and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. I'd love to have you. And we'll see you next video. Bye, guys.